According to Underwriters Laboratories, mixing and matching circuit breakers from different manufacturers within a single electrical panel is generally not recommended. Underwriters Laboratories does not list circuit breakers for interchangeability with breakers from other manufacturers. The National Electrical Code also addresses this issue in Section 110.3b, which states that equipment installed in electrical systems must be listed for its intended use. Using circuit breakers that are not listed for that specific electrical panel could potentially violate code requirements. Some stores may have their own internal policy that prohibits the use of specific breakers in certain electrical panels. This policy may be based on their own assessments of safety and liability concerns. Firstly, contact the local code inspector. The local code inspector is responsible for enforcing the National Electrical Code. They can provide you with official guidance on this matter. Secondly, refer to National Electrical Code Section 110.3b. Read this section of the National Electrical Code to understand the code requirements regarding listed equipment. Thirdly, consult Underwriters Laboratories. Visit the Underwriters Laboratories website or contact their technical support team to inquire about the interchangeability of circuit breakers. Based on the information available, it appears that using circuit breakers in electrical panels designed for other manufacturers may not be compliant with Underwriters Laboratories listings and could potentially violate National Electrical Code requirement. It is important to verify with the local code inspector and refer to the National Electrical Code for specific guidance. The importance of ensuring electrical safety and code compliance when dealing with circuit breakers and electrical panels cannot be overstated. A circuit breaker is an automatically operated electrical switch designed to protect an electrical circuit from damage caused by excess current from an overload or short circuit. Its basic function is to interrupt current flow after a fault is detected. Unlike a fuse, which operates once and then must be replaced, a circuit breaker can be reset either manually or automatically to resume normal operation. Circuit breakers are made in varying sizes, from small devices that protect individual household appliances up to large switchgear designed to protect high-voltage circuits feeding an entire city. Electrical panels, also known as breaker boxes or load centers, serve as the central distribution point for electricity in a building. They receive power from the utility company and distribute it to various circuits throughout the building via circuit breakers. Each circuit breaker protects a specific circuit, such as lighting, outlets, or appliances. The panel also houses the main breaker, which can shut off all power to the building in case of an emergency. The Underwriters Laboratories listing is a crucial aspect of electrical equipment, including circuit breakers and panels. Underwriters Laboratories is an independent, not-for-profit organization that tests products for safety and certifies that they meet specific standards. When a product is Underwriters Laboratories listed, it means that Underwriters Laboratories has evaluated it and determined that it meets their safety requirements. This listing provides assurance that the product is safe to use when installed and operated correctly. The National Electrical Code is a widely adopted standard for the safe installation of electrical wiring and equipment in the United States. It is developed by the National Fire Protection Association and is updated every 3 years. The National Electrical Code provides comprehensive guidelines for electrical installations, covering topics such as wiring methods, overcurrent protection, grounding, and equipment installation. Compliance with the National Electrical Code is essential to ensure the safety of electrical systems and protect people and property from electrical hazards. Section 110.3b of the National Electrical Code specifically addresses the installation and use of listed equipment. It mandates that electrical equipment must be installed and used in accordance with the instructions included in a listing or labeling. This means that circuit breakers and electrical panels must be used only for their intended purpose and in accordance with the manufacturer's instructions. Mixing and matching circuit breakers from different manufacturers within a single electrical panel can have several potential consequences. Firstly, it can void the Underwriters Laboratories listing of the panel. Electrical panels are typically listed as a complete assembly with specific circuit breakers from the same manufacturer. Using breakers from different manufacturers can alter the panel's performance and compromise its safety features, thus invalidating the underwriter's laboratory's listing. Secondly, mixing breakers can create compatibility issues. Circuit breakers from different manufacturers may have different physical dimensions, terminal configurations, and operating characteristics. These differences can make it difficult to properly install the breakers in the panel and ensure reliable operation. Incompatible breakers may not make proper contact with the panel's bus bars, leading to overheating, arcing, and potential fire hazards. Thirdly, using the incorrect breaker can compromise the panel's overcurrent protection. Circuit breakers are designed to trip at a specific current level to protect the circuit from overloads and short circuits. If a breaker with an incorrect trip curve or interrupting rating is used, it may not properly protect the circuit, leading to equipment damage or even electrical fires. In light of these potential consequences, it is generally recommended to use only the circuit breakers that are specifically listed and approved for use in a particular electrical panel. This ensures that the panel maintains its underwriter's laboratory's listing and that the breakers are compatible with the panel's design and operating characteristics. If there is a need to replace a circuit breaker, it is important to use a replacement breaker from the same manufacturer that is specifically designed for use in that panel. Consulting with a qualified electrician is always advisable when dealing with electrical panels and circuit breakers. Electricians have the knowledge and experience to properly assess the electrical system, identify any potential issues, and recommend the appropriate solutions. They can also ensure that all work is performed in accordance with the National Electrical Code and local regulations. When evaluating the interchangeability of circuit breakers, it is essential to consider the specific requirements and guidelines provided by underwriters' laboratories and the National Electrical Code. These standards are designed to ensure the safety and reliability of electrical systems. Deviating from these standards can create potential hazards and compromise the integrity of the electrical installation. Therefore, it is always best to err on the side of caution and follow the recommendations of qualified professionals. In addition to the technical aspects of circuit breaker interchangeability, it is also important to consider the legal and liability implications. If an electrical system is found to be non-compliant with the National Electrical Code or other applicable regulations, the property owner may be subject to fines, penalties, and legal action. Furthermore, if a fire or other electrical incident occurs as a result of non-compliant equipment, the property owner may be held liable for damages and injuries. Therefore, it is crucial to ensure that all electrical work is performed in accordance with applicable codes and standards and that all equipment is properly listed and approved for its intended use. Proper documentation and record keeping are also important for demonstrating compliance and mitigating liability risks. Maintaining records of all electrical work performed, including permits, inspections, and equipment specifications, can help to establish that the electrical system was installed and maintained in accordance with applicable regulations. In conclusion, the interchangeability of circuit breakers in electrical panels is a complex issue that requires careful consideration of technical, safety, legal, and liability factors. It is generally not recommended to mix and match circuit breakers from different manufacturers, as this can void the underwriter's laboratory's listing of the panel, create compatibility issues, and compromise the panel's overcurrent protection. To ensure electrical safety and code compliance, it is essential to follow the guidelines provided by underwriters' laboratories and the National Electrical Code, consult with qualified electricians, and maintain proper documentation of all electrical work. By taking these precautions, property owners can protect their property and occupants from electrical hazards and mitigate the risk of liability.